it's time, the conclusion of the open portion of our tournament. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Scouts, you like the competitive game? Should we add it? Up to you.
I don't mind. I don't mind either way.
You click it.
Scout wants the commentator cam. All right, I'll take the blame for this one.
We gotta extend yours.
Yeah. Okay. I feel small in this one. All right.
Yeah. So, Dog versus Blue Scuti. Their paths here haven't been easy. Dog had to go up against Cobra, which we discussed earlier had a lot of controller issues, and turns out it's because he didn't have an OEM controller. So
yeah, he was trying his best on even the NESs that we brought today, and even then he was cooked.
So all I should say is that if you are planning on getting an NES Tetris, try your best to get an OEM controller, so then when you go to these tournaments, you don't have problems like this to where it just permanently holds left, which you can't score Tetrises if it's only holding left. You got to place some pieces on the right.
Sometimes, you just did maybe. I mean, left well's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
But if all the pieces are going to the left, there is no well.
There is no well.
There is no well.
It's a pretty wide well if you think about it.
It's a very wide well.
118 for Dog, 136 for Scuti here now through 25 lines.
But of course, in terms of Blue Scuti having to get here to the semis, probably one of the best matches, and that's really hard to say considering all that we've experienced today.
Yeah.
Him versus me, truly phenomenal. If you missed it, you have to go back and see it.
Game 4 was probably the highlight of that match. We had a world record being scored there. It was incredible to see. It was a losing score record, but
a world record nonetheless.
Nonetheless, double 1.7s, high 1.7s too, not just 1.70, high 1.7s.
And it was scarily close all the way through.
All the way, yeah. I mean, that was a common theme during a lot of the matches, so that's how you know these players are very, very competitive.
Yeah, speaking about competitive, that's exactly what this game is. Both players knocked down Tetris, separated by half a single. And it's weird, in order to get a tie from half a single, essentially one player has to get a double and the other has to get a single.
Single, yeah. Because of how
the math is. And it's funny, I remember when I said that back in CTWC 2023 when I was first on top 8, and Chris Tang and James Chen are just like, what? We're going to trust you on that.
Yeah, no, but it's true. Like a single is worth, X amount of points, and then a double is worth double amount of that points.
Well, 1.5 times.
1.5, oops.
Yeah.
This is why I trust him on the math, all right? this is why people trust him with it.
I don't trust you, Mari.
Ty never trusts anybody. 300,000 for Dog, 323 for Scuti.
Yeah, we're only halfway through, and these paces are kind of wild. I mean, it's to be expected with these players.
Yeah, I didn't notice the line count here. Less than 70 lines, but already barreling through 300,000 points.
Both players still separated by that 380-point moniker.
Oh man, this is gonna be close. I know it. Throughout the whole game.
Yeah, Scuti has already taken one trophy, and he's gonna walk away with both trophies regardless. The question is whether it's gonna be another first place trophy or a second place trophy.
Yeah, the trophies. Again, shout out to Scuti's mom. I divide by 0. She had designed some amazing trophies. If you didn't catch any of the DAS matches today, and especially the DAS finals, they're really cool. They can Sharky nearly broke one.
I did not break it. They are meant to be played with, as I am told.
I'm just
Wait, actually.
Let's get it to clip of the week. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. 460.
Let's post it to live stream fails.
It can happen. 462 for Dog. 464 for Scuti. Missing a S spin there.
It could have been an S flat. See, that's the thing with certain placements. Is like they could be misstrokes, but at the same time, it could have also been intentional because of a vision. And you'll see this with high-level players, where in order to really maximize efficiency, they'll occasionally make these gambles, where if they get all the right pieces, it's a clean, amazing solve. But if they don't, then it will set them back. And in that case, Scuti has been set back by 2.5 Tetrises.
Yeah, and even a 2.5 Tetris deficit, they're still the paces that they're setting for themselves right here is incredible. Like, by 100 lines, you'd expect to have, around 400K. That's probably like an ideal game for most players. These guys barreling through with 450K and above.
If Dog continues on this pace, he's going to be a one-off 700K transition.
Again, I trust you on that. Oh.
It involves very minimal burn. Yeah, he has 3 Tetrises available. Maybe a triple might get him close enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's all up to Dog to perform that feat right now.
All right, still clean play, not going to go for the burn. All right, there's a Tetris.
Has 2 Tetrises left.
Yeah. Well, hold on. He can get a triple if... that's a double.
Doesn't go for it, yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a one-off 700K. 596 from Scuti. Not a bad transition, and
Dog having to cover that well.
It's not going to burn. So a 672 for Dog.
I mean, still
very impressive.
Very good.
Trying to get the 700K is always tricky, and if you can't, you're not necessarily going for that in comp. You just want a strong transition.
Exactly.
Clean board.
All you need to do is just be ahead of your opponent. But even then, only 10,000 between them is.
Yeah, Scuti has the clean board in transition. Dog has been recovering ever since that untimely L piece. This is one L piece that put him in this position, and good flat burns. L or J wanted, neither is found. Now looking for a J. Might actually go for, it's going to set up for a slightly dirty center well. Oh, that's perfect.
Good touch.
And there's the eyepiece, Tetris for Dog. Might actually opt for row 2. You see a lot of players do that when they don't want to have to commit the extra burns to get all the way back down to the bottom. And with rolling, there's definitely something that they can do.
Yeah, and looking on Scuti's board, he's exactly doing the same there. Another Tetris there for Scuti. Is bringing back down to the bottom. 767 for him, 757 for Dog. They are very neck and neck.
Yeah, and Dog also slightly behind the line. Scuti reached transition slightly faster. There it is. Tetris ready is Dog. Look at this from Scuti.
Yeah.
Way to burn that out.
I was going to say, those tuck setups, but manages to burn that out very cleanly. Doesn't need to go for any of them. Tetris for Scuti, 810 for him, 814. Now 843 for Dog.
Nice. A small little adjustment kind of helps accommodate both the S and Z. A TP spell, so it didn't matter either way. But still, Dog holding on to a 1 Tetris advantage. Another Tetris for Dog, 903 to now 870. I still find it crazy that we're seeing some of these paces in the DAS tournament.
Yeah. Hey, they're good at the game. What can we say? Oh my God. One Tetris in between them still through 25 here. They're keeping up with each other, and honestly, that's all you gotta do. At least try to keep up with your opponent, and you don't have to work as hard through the latter levels like incoming 29, as we're about to approach there right now.
Yeah, but before we focus on the latter levels, we gotta focus on the present level. Oh, that S double is gonna be perfect for Dog. Scuti has an opportunity, and with that Tetris closes the gap, separated by 1,500 now. But Dog answers back with one of his own, so now 1 Tetris is the differential here.
Again, both players still clean. Another Tetris for Scuti, 979. There's the max out for Dog.
And another Tetris for Dog. And as you can see, as we get later into the game, the point economy just surges. Tetrises are worth now more than 30,000, especially once they get to 29, where they're worth 36,000. And imagine when we get to those later levels to where a couple Tetrises and you're already changed your score by 100,000.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when, again, the speed doubles and it's incredibly hard to keep Tetrising efficiently, and we're about to see Scuti has 1 line, and there it is, level 29 kill screen.
1,067,000 for Scuti. Brilliant finds over here for Dog.
1.1 for both players too.
And Dog goes in 29 with a 1.132 and knocks down a Tetris. So now both players are in 29. Scuti goes in level 30. Dog with a 1.5 Tetris lead. Holding out for pieces to ideally burn to get Tetris ready, not trying to go aggressive long bar column 9. But Tetris ready, takes the triple. So now Scuti is just down by Tetris. Now both players waiting for this long bar. There it is, Tetris for Scuti. Takes the lead just by only a couple thousand points. Dog hitting all these taps crucially to the left and knocks down a Tetris. 1.23 to now 1.19.
That was such a high board for Dog, but manages to clean out perfectly. He's still trying to set up here.
Scuti was able to knock down a Tetris, so take the lead back by a couple thousand points. Dog is Tetris ready and answers back with one of his own. Right now, it's just a fight between these two players, exchanging Tetrises, but Scuti, in the process of encountering a dig, does open up the well. The long bar comes. Oh no, a couple of misdrops, 3 long bars. None of them can be used for a Tetris, but a 4th one comes and allows Scuti to bring the stack down. That left side has to be addressed. Decides to throw the O piece over, and now the burn ensues.
But this digging from Scuti is gonna let Dog expand his lead even more.
If Dog was clean, Dog is also digging though. And Scuti with a dirty Tetris over there takes the lead by 1,000 points. We are separated by 280. And we're on level 34. Scuti, beautiful LJ combo for a triple. And now Tetris ready. Scuti knocks down a Tetris in the lead by 1.
1.4 for Scuti, 1.35 for Dog, and another Tetris for him, 1.4 now.
And also, Dog is behind in lines too. We gotta remember that. So he does have a little bit more leeway as Dog knocks down another Tetris, helping solidify the lead. Tetris ready, another Tetris for Dog. Scuti at 1.42, Dog at 1.48.
This is gonna come down to the wire. Another Tetris for Dog, has a long bar dependency on the left. Gets it.
And hangs a 5. Wait, he's set up for now a left well. That is a 7. No, an 8 high. And he gets the 8 high. But still, that left side, another crucial 5 tap. More crucial 5 taps have been hit by Dog. Look at that down stack. The board is clean.
And another Tetris for Scuti, 1.7. Rollover for Dog.
Scuti right now, able to slide some pieces, but running out of lines. Able to do a couple more burns. And there is one last Tetris. Can't do anything on the super kill screen. With a 1.62, Scuti tops out, and Dog with a 1.69 takes game 1.
Game 1.
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
You know, if I hate Red Bull, it's probably really bad for a sponsorship.
But you never tried it.
Hey, man.
Thanks for sponsoring. Drink, spit it out.
Thank you, Red Bull.
Jokes.
Oh, God.
How did it? It desynced and then it resynced.
Fire?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not even surprised.
We're here.
No, the P sequence.
Oh.
Boards. They had identical Tetrises, but they did it. They did
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant Nestor
like literally,
straps.
yeah, NCC.
That is really cool, though.
I mean, yeah, it's cool that it happens. Big thumbs up for me. They're perfect. Oh wait, maybe.
That is a delayed Vits. And
Jasmine's ready.
And nice Vits.
nice Vits.
The question is, will there be another long bar coming soon? Oh, might get punished. And oh my gosh, just the long bar. Just barely.
The bar just barely makes it over. Back down. Sigh of relief. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nearly cost Scuti a game. No, that's fine.
Scuti said, that's fine.
Oh my God.
But
they're so clean. Like,
yeah, Dog, of course, not gone through the Vits, was able to utilize the long bar that Scuti
For
did
that-
use the
for
Vits
that Tetris,
for a
yeah.
Tetris, and so Dog is up by just under a Tetris. And you can see that represented by, well, not anymore, it's because there's the drought counter, but you will see that represented by the Tetris rate as Dog is at 92. Yeah, James Chen.
James Chen on the mic.
Manifested my inner James Chen.
We need to get that dude out for more regionals like this. Well, I don't know about this one. What? I just in
Yeah,
general.
because next year we're gonna be better.
Yeah.
It's gonna be less scuff.
There's gonna
But
be less
just-
scuff,
Less scuff,
yeah.
but just as much. Chaos,
Right,
I
but
feel.
just yeah, in general, we love the dude, man. Oh my God. All right. Again, both players locked in. Scuti with a S tuck set up and fills it in with the S. 4,000 points in between the players. 279 for Dog, 284 for Scuti. And a $20 contribution to the Matcherino from AndyCo_01. Thank you so much. Up to 1665.
For the list.
And of course, reminder, anyone that contributes to the Matcherino does get entered in a giveaway for a Space City jersey.
And I mean, other than the benefits of that,
Yeah,
like, even
you also help support the players.
help support the players, help support us even making these events. As you can probably tell, this was very, very grassroots.
Yes, grassroots.
Everyone brought their own TVs. Everyone brought their own recording equipment, like the captures and like the Elgatos.
A lot of people sacrificed a lot.
A lot is an understatement here, but really,
Yeah, it's just $280 in Uber for me.
only.
Yeah, only.
Only like 70 each way.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Yeah. And I'm really happy that, me, you, and Fractal, everyone helped organize this. This has been a fun tournament to run. Tetris for Dog, 419 for him, 444 for Scuti.
And opted to take the triple. Not going to try and prolong that off right well setup. And
Didn't want to do anything fancy, yeah.
That's kind of one of the things that you have to sort of fight your inner instincts. Because ideally, you would want to transition your well with a Tetris, so a perfect well transfer. And sometimes you might get lured into this false sense of security, or, even to the point to where you keep building this and, sunk cost fallacy. And you just continue for that center well, and it ends up hurting a lot more than if you would have just taken the 3 burns or 2 burns or whatever it was at the time.
It's always like a risk assessment with the boards, and it's a matter of if you want to build up the center or just, especially now that Dog is building this high for a bar, and there it is. There's the burn, and there's the Tetris for him, and another one.
Throughout all this, Scuti has taken a 1 Tetris lead, and
Fitz. that Visk was so subtle.
It was so nonchalant.
Yeah, that Jasmine herself missed it.
I'm sure there'll probably be others.
I'm sure, but we're approaching 19 now. 113 lines for Dog, 116 for Scuti, and again, paces. I just gotta say
we got another 600K transition is going to be reached by one of our players. Scuti has already reached it. Dog likely to reach it.
Interesting single with the J there and putting the bar left for Dog. I'd say.
And look at how high Scuti built that left.
I mean, those rolls. Again, these top players know when to try to build out their left instead of trying to risk building out more of the center. There it is, 19 transition for Scuti.
And yeah, 681 for Scuti here in level 19, 643 for Dog. So
columns 3 and 4 kind of empty there for Dog.
That's real hard. That's really
that's a hard decision to make.
Really hard to see that adjustment. I mean, yes, as the commentators, we're able to see that and be like, oh, they could have made that. But watching, I think a lot of people experienced this when they first got into Tetris. They're like, oh, it looks so easy watching them playing that. And then they actually play it.
Exactly.
And then it's a whole different world. And it's that same thing. It's like, yeah, Dog, that adjustment was there, but you have to be able to react to that.
Yeah, and even then, even though Dog is behind in points right now, only down half at Tetris, they're definitely similar line count here. And now Tetris, Dog taking the lead, 797, 788 for Scuti. Scuti building up a little high here with the stack, but again, has burning opportunities there and is taking the skims. I think Dog got a hole in there and uncovered it really quickly. 2,000 points in between them. Oh, Scuti having to cover the well. Okay, uncovers it.
Staying alive. Would have
60
loved it.
points.
And okay, wow, that 5-tap on that IP as well as open Tetris. And look at the drought that was encountered.
50 pieces and counting.
54 pieces. That is officially the biggest drought we've seen all weekend long.
Oh, hopefully that's the last 50-plus piece drought we see today, but you never know with this game.
It was handled so well.
Yeah, you don't even really see the consequences of that drought. They're just done and out with it. And, Dog with the Tetris there. Scuti's still trying to build for one, but again, doesn't even look like a 50-plus drought even happened. Oh, again, 7,000 points in between these two. 969 for Dog, 995 for Scuti, about to Tetris for a max. Where's the bar?
Tetris for Dog. There's the max. And Scuti, 1,000 points away. Beautiful S-flat. I like the idea. The
Just
O
skip it
pieces
as
that
max.
followed. Okay, there it is. Both players have max. Dog with the advantage yet again, as Scuti actually cleaned that up incredibly quickly. Closing in.
Oh, I mean, this could easily, like...
It can always swing. That's the thing. 29 play is so volatile. It can swing either way. And we saw that it came down to, I believe, 2 Tetrises last game.
Maybe 1.1 into for both
Look
players.
at this. 3,000 points was what separated us there for a moment. And Scuti with a 1.1 into level 29 again. And Dog is going to have the same. Scuti already with a Tetris on 29. Dog going to be forced to do some burning. So
Dog burning into kill screen there. 1.13. Scuti trying to set up. Fills out more of the left now. And there's a Tetris for him. 1.238.
just under 3 Tetrises is what separates these 2 players. Dog hits the T-spin. Tetris ready now. Goes for the skim, knocks down a Tetris. Scuti, beautiful burn double. The well is now open. Dog is now closely gapped to now under a Tetris, but Scuti reopens it up to a Tetris and change.
Dog having a delayed burn, but not getting the piece to reopen it. But there it is, and boom, Tetris. 1.254.
Scuti holding up a long bar, knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 1.33. Dog Tetris ready as well.
Oh, they're both skimming, trying to wait out for the bar.
And there it is, Tetris for Dog, and a Tetris for Scuti, now up to a 100,000 point lead. Another Tetris for Dog, and another Tetris for Scuti. Now players are just throwing Tetrises left and right.
Dog trying to keep up with Scuti, trying to narrow this gap here. Another Tetris for him.
And now we're separated by under a Tetris, and Scuti is having to do some burning.
And this is gonna allow Dog to catch up, especially if Dog can play this clean.
And Scuti is burned all the way down to the bottom. Level 34, about to enter level 35. There's a Tetris for Dog. Now we're separated by less than 1,000 points.
Wait, 45, 60.
Dog having to do some skims in the middle of a drought. There's a Tetris for both players. And another Tetris for Dog into the lead. 1.56 to 1.52. Make that 1.57 following that Tetris from Scuti.
Oh, that.
Okay, flat placement. Scuti Tetris ready, knocks down a tug and follows up with a Tetris 1.61 to 1.615. They're separated by 4,000 points. Level 36. There's a Tetris for Dog. There's a Tetris for Scuti. And Dog has more lines in play.
Could this 1.8?
It is possible, I believe. Another Tetris for Dog, another Tetris for Scuti. Dog could 1.8 and Scuti missing the tug, so we might opt to go. Oh, that Z piece was awful.
Wait, but he
can
needs
go for the.
he needs the 5 tap.
He has to hit this. Oh my gosh, hits the 5 tap. We could see a double 1.8. Scuti with 1 Tetris left. He's on row 4. He's set up for the Tetris, and there's the 1.8 for Scuti. 1.82. Dog needs 1.821. Tetris ready. And knocks it down the Tetris.
1.9?
1.87.
Yes! Losing scoreboard record. I think
We just beat it again.
Is that combined scoreboard record?
Wait, is that combined?
Is that combined?
That's
That-
the record by like 100K.
Oh my gosh.
What?
We call it Space City. You getting out of this world play here.
Yes, sir! Woo!
Is this the last one, or are we gonna see more? We'll have to
Find out.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Ambergy just updated the rankings already.
What a game. And
Man,
it
it
kind
seems
of
so slow.
kind of just goes to show. I mean, you guys, that deserves like at least another, what is that? Another $31 into the Matcherino.
Oh wait, and there's a donation there from Rogue Potato, $18.73, bringing our total to $16.88.42.
$17.50, Ty drinks the Red Bull, but more importantly, we reward these players for these efforts. You guys have seen absolute cinema.
Yeah.
First game, it was like, okay, this is absolute cinema.
This
Second
was
game, you gotta
great.
stand up and be like, this is absolute cinema.
We just got 2 world records in 1 game. I mean, what more can you ask for? More world records.
Yeah.
Yeah, double 1.9, surely.
Our world records get world records.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it all, man.
But, you know, to kind of like rehash what happened, you know, all of last game, it was Scuti that had that advantage going into the level 19 transition. Higher higher transition. And then when it came to level 29, the gap was actually significantly closed. I mean, there were moments where Dog was
They were
in the lead.
overlapping each other a lot, yeah.
I think, and then even in the midst of the post 29 play, I believe it was level 34 or level 35, we were separated by less than 1,000 points.
I swear it was like double digits at one point, but even then, it's still just, it was a very close match all the way. Like, you could...
23, 24, 25, there we go.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Hold on, we got quite a few donations. Fractal with a $111.58 contribution.
I regret nothing, he says.
Eyes wide open at that Matcherino. And a couple more. Mario, read them off for us.
Drunky Kong with $10 saying this is insanity. And Lighthouse saying $11.58 with our total now up to 18.21.58.
And
that reaches our incentive.
yes,
We're
Ty is drinking
Ty
Red
is
Bull.
drinking Red Bull at the end of
But,
this stream, folks.
You know, and one of the things like how we've been so like laissez-faire with our regional, we interact with Chad a lot, and Chad actually brought up a good point. Last game, neither one of these players had a 1.2 into kill screen. They were both
1.1s, exactly.
They were both 1.1s in the kill screen.
So their kill screen play was amazing through all of that. I mean, you could even see it in their play. It was so clean up to the very end, and you got to give it to these players for even being able to reach that level, and we're about to see it again.
Yeah. Right now, 324 for Dog at 63 lines, 353 for Scuti. So Dog with the pace advantage. And man, there's just so much that you want to say, but then trying to put into words like how you actually feel after witnessing that is incredibly difficult.
I don't think we'll be able to really see how much that was important, I think, until later on down the line when we really do look at that game. I think you're going to have a field trip with that game.
I mean, I think that it was truly phenomenal, and this is, coming right back off of WPL, because, Dog is coming straight from Ohio.
Reigning WPL champion, I believe, right?
Yes.
So.
And looking, nice double tuck over there from Scuti.
I mean, Scuti looking to,
We're looking at
that.
another batch of 600K transitions again.
These players are so consistent in getting those high scores no matter which speed it is, and
nice bits.
Nice bits. There it is.
Oh, and another adjustment.
Oh, I like that.
It's been really fascinating to watch this. And I remember, when me and Scuti were practicing for our our semis match for DAS, I was talking about like how all the DAS play that we had witnessed, it was like we were seeing a lot of 600Ks, and Scuti he's like, I just feel like the general level of stacking has been elevated so much with all play styles.
Definitely.
And like you saw that today repeatedly. I mean, we had Fractal get back 1.1 with DAS.
Yeah, I mean, that speaks to just, I think, the community building that level of, Tetris knowledge that, that rivals and surpasses even the greats from back in the day. And you really got to appreciate what these players have done over the years.
And I'm honestly scared for the future because of how competitive Tetris has become now. Because now you say like, okay, one player's dominant this day, another player's dominant that day. But generally we're getting to the point to where it's like, any list of these players can take it. There was the big 6 and then like the big 13.
Big 13.
And then now it's like, hold on, there's so many people that could take it.
It was kind of like a big 4 for this year during CTWC, but even then I feel like that list might grow in the future.
Yeah.
Once again.
But here it is, 628 for Dog. We haven't reached transition yet. 594 for Scuti.
I mean, high 600K.
We are getting another double 600K transition. It has been confirmed.
There it is. there it is. Tetris into 19 there for Dog, and now Scuti, Tetris there, 641 for him, 674 for Dog.
And you saw Scuti look over at Dog's transition, and he just says, dude, what can you do? Well, I can tell you what you can do. Play Tetris.
What can you do? I mean, he said the exact same thing about Alex T in the World Championships this year. What can you do when someone can stack as well as Dog and Alex T and all the top players?
But of course, it's not over till it's over. And with the way that things have been, you're kind of curious, how is Scuti going to play this out? Is he going to continue to be aggressive? Because remember, both games, he's lost by like either one or two Tetrises, one or two late game Tetrises.
It
could have the pendulum could have swung in the other way had Dog made one misdrop. That's how close these games are.
Consistently decided, by 37-38, and you really got to watch to the end to see which way these games are going to go. But I don't know, Scuti is actually kind of falling behind a little bit here. Down 2 Tetrises now versus Dog. 809 for Dog, 754 for Scuti. Scuti trying to uncover this, takes the triple, doesn't want to set up dirty there.
Yeah, both players encountering some issues here. Scuti does get the holes access, makes an adjustment, and is now LJ dependent. There's the J, there's the I, so converts that dependency, and is now forced to do some more burning. Dog hasn't been in scoring position for a while, but Scuti now back in scoring position. Dog's gonna have to take at least 3 more burns. And there is Tetris for Dog, so 2 Tetrises and some changes what Scuti trails by, as both players are at identical line counts this time.
Yeah, that's a real pace time lead there. Real what?
I know what you meant.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, nice tucks there for Scuti to resolve that interesting board.
It's a bit tricky though, and the reason why I pointed out how the lack of line discrepancy was the past couple of games has been Scuti has always been ahead and Dog playing from behind. And so then now you're kind of getting more of a real-time differential as opposed to like, oh, this player is behind, but they have lines in hand. Now it's a lot closer and more real-time.
Yeah, so the audience can kind of really see that the discrepancy right now. But, oh, max out for Dog. And we're still trying to see if Scuti can get out of this. Tetris ready. There it is. Tetris for Scuti. 981. Waiting on one more Tetris to secure the max out before 29 or 28.
There's Tetris over here for Dog. 1,087,000. Scuti at 1,017,000. Trailing by 2 Tetrises still. Is now Dog able to knock down a Tetris, but that hole down at the bottom is going to prove a little bit difficult to resolve. An eyepiece will be forced to be used.
Will he center well? Let's see.
No, just commits to the triple, which is big for Scuti, as now Scuti transitions with another 1.1 into 29. Dog already with the 1.1.
Yeah, Dog looking to at least have a higher 1.1 into kill screen here. Gets that bar over to the left. Doesn't Aki bar.
There it is, Tetris for Scuti, down by a quarter of a Tetris, but a Tetris for Dog, rebuilding that lead. Scuti stacking up high, getting pieces over to the left. Beautiful flat S placements, another Tetris for Scuti, but a counter Tetris from Dog. Scuti is not getting a break, but hold on, Dog being forced to burn. Scuti with a cleaner board and not much covering up the well. Scuti takes the lead now, 1.28 to now 1.27.
This is a cage match. Another Tetris for Scuti. 1.3 now.
Needs that J piece, gets an I piece. Good delay burn. Now Dog is Tetris ready.
Scuti trying to set up, but there's a Tetris for Dog. 1.3, less than a third of a Tetris there, and another Tetris for him taking the lead.
But Scuti takes it right back with that Tetris. 1.38 to now 1.36. Scuti and Dog both Tetris ready. Dog slightly behind in lines, but actually another full level.
Oh, the
double into a Tetris for Dog, and Scuti surviving another drought as well.
Oh, good triple skim for the Scuti.
Scuti, okay, nice. Knocks down a Tetris. Good delay
good
burn.
flap.
A lot of O's just having to be thrown over there to the left. And the well is open. Scuti in the lead, but Dog takes it back. Separated by under half a Tetris. There it is, Tetris for Scuti. Back into the lead. Dog getting up high. He needs the long bar. He needs it now, gets a triple, goes for the attack, knocks down another triple, and brings the board down, and follows it up with a Tetris.
What a way to resolve that misdrop of the T. And his back Tetris ready.
Scuti now up by just over a Tetris, but now there has been holes generated. Dog knocks down a Tetris, but now he's gonna have to burn this out. Another Tetris for Scuti. Another double rollover.
Another double
rollover.
rollover.
Oh my gosh, fatal misdrops over here for Scuti. Can't get anything over to the left. Dog needs 1.67.
Another Tetris will do it. Hell, even a triple on 28. He's taking the safe route here.
There's a triple. One more will do it. But we won't call it until that differential has surpassed. A 1.67 is needed. 1.69, and there it is. Dog is your Space City Regional Champion with a sweep. 3 back-to-back
rollovers, man. Oh my. Game over, man. Game over.
So, first off, back 3, back 1.6. What are you supposed to do?
That was by far my best comp performance ever. Back through back 1.1s into back through back 36 rollovers. 1.6, 1.8, 1.6. I don't know. I mean,
know. It's truly like this is something that I don't think we anticipated coming into this. When we saw, you versus Meme, that was, a huge match, one of the highest scores that we've seen in live competition. And then you come into this match, going up against Dog. How did it feel while you were playing, knowing that every single game that you played today has just been, y'all been separated by no more than 3 Tetrises?
Yeah, I mean, game 1 and game 2, I knew it was right there. Like, I knew I just needed to push a little more for pace and a little more for 29, and I would get it. In the last game, I had it. But I think just, he kept pushing for higher and higher scores, and I kept trying to, fight back and get an even higher score, and it just, I don't know, he was playing on another level.
I think the most impressive thing about your play today was that every time you seemingly got better. There were, I think, one of the biggest and most impressive parts for me was seeing the way that both you and Dog resolved the issues so cleanly. There were, some scary situations, but the way that you guys had all these solves was phenomenal. How did you think about, all the situations where they just resolved super clean and you're able to just get right back into scoring?
Yeah, I mean, as the scores get higher and higher, you're not pushing for better rolling or better 29 play. You're pushing for perfection, and that it's just trying to get closer and closer to that. And the stacking it's needed. I feel like it was needed so much in. When tapping was around, and then it kind of phased out a little more. People were trying to get better at rolling, and then now we're kind of at the best of rolling, so we have to go back and make stacking as good as you can.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You did make it to the finals. You set, in this tournament alone, you helped set 3 world records. Well, set 1, and then you ended up breaking 1. Unfortunately, one of them is losing score world record. But congratulations, Scuti. Here is your trophy. Now, of course, we gotta welcome to the stage your first ever Space City Regional Champion, Dog, playing Tetris. Come here, man.
My goat, my king.
So first off, what the hell, dude? Absolutely ridiculous. In those, especially game number 2, how did you feel going into that, knowing that you and Scuti were just neck and neck all the way through, where y'all separated by 1,000 points at level 34?
I mean, this is one of those sets where, for me, I kind of just had to play my own game, in a sense. Obviously, I was kind of aware of what score he was at, or I was kind of I calculated that in my head without actually having to look at the score that he had. But yeah, I was literally just trying to play my best, and at the end, I don't know if I just needed a single or a triple or something on the end of game 2. Maybe someone could confirm that, or you can confirm that.
I think you needed that last Tetris ended up sealing the deal.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I didn't know if I needed a triple or Tetris or whatever, but I thought, this board is fine enough to where I can hold out for Tetris, and if I didn't get it, I could still triple out, and maybe that'd be enough, but yeah.
It was close all the way through. So, how would you say your experience was with this tournament overall? Because, it is a new format. We tried out the new qualifying system, and it seems that it worked pretty well. I mean, there were a couple of upsets, with Cobra versus Andy, and I guess was Seed upset with Meme versus Fractal, I think. But how did you feel that this new qual system actually worked out for this tournament?
I think it's a really good way to maximize 90 minutes. Because whenever it comes to wanting to have a very like a longer qualifying format, while still keeping like it not too long to where you start to like run out of stamina or like your hands start to hurt. And yeah, 90 minutes with the wars format, I honestly think like it's pretty decently accurate. Like I definitely like it more than something like a number of max outs.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting if once we, hopefully more regionals kind of take this and try and experiment with it more, especially when we have strong fields such as this, because I think, like I said, it was accurate. So, once again, what was your favorite moment of the tournament overall? Not necessarily like the play, but like the entire tournament, because there was a lot that happened throughout it. But I want to know what your favorite moment was.
I mean, definitely what I'm gonna, walk out of this tournament, with the greatest memory is, probably either game 2 or like game 3 during like 34 when things were getting bad. And I was able to survive that. Or even like game 1 where I hit the 8 left. Like, honestly, all 3 games were kind of insane. I don't really know like how I did that. Like, I still don't really fully get it, but I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, before I hand you your trophy, I believe you released some music recently.
Oh.
Would you like to share what that is with the audience? Of course, you gotta plug it. I mean.
Yeah. So I just released a song called Nerves, parentheses on sale. And I released it on my music name, Michael Khan, Khanh. So please check that out and stream it because hopefully everyone on this stream listens to this song, and we're all listening to this. We're all listening to this.
And speaking without bias, I genuinely enjoy all of Dom's music. I mean,
you,
it was good enough to where I personally requested for it to be used during CTWC 2024 credits, and that's still the most emotional credits ever. Like, I actually teared up.
I remember watching that, and like after like all the editing and stuff, I was like, dang, that's great.
Well, Dog, you are the first ever Space City Regional Open champion. Here's your trophy, and Mar, you totally forgot to give this to.
Did, dude. Well, I can get.
You get also all this Red Bull merch.
Oh my gosh, Red Bull merch! Yo, thank you Red Bull. Thank you Red Bull for sponsoring the stream.